Kotna Accra Sports Stadium Emma yewie no na wak ahye omo by a go to nil enran so Kotoko an start yi omo concede ntem ne mo omo beteka omo teka ne wie no vim koso 1-1 yehu ya ne se afei goals yi yewura mu second half na ese by game no and day 5-1 okay Kabuma 6-1 on aggregate and Kotoko Efrim omo first round of elimination no omo bokwara home and away and the second round yi so no Kotoko so atena ho ama waka beche no abon home and away into 6-1 on aggregate and Asante Kotoko omo so the Efrim na Safuduku lawyer kasama for the ma Asante Kotoko square and ochim say work team no better than Asante Kotoko na omo na it deserve say omo etwaso ewo competition tie said the Safuduku di tuja after the 5-1 defeat to work.
They put up a fight, and indeed we did put up a fight, but unfortunately they were better than us. We should accept that. So they left to progress, even though some of the goals were gifted, and the money a bit worrying. But in terms of play, I think they were on top of us, so they deserve to progress. Even in Ghana, they were slightly ahead of us, but a strategy. But because I say at home, they expected the same strategy in Ghana, and things are working for them. I think they have something special. We need to have played severally. Now when you saw exposure and the experience, I think we were lacking a bit.
Lawyer Safuduku kasama for the man Asante Kotoko ne nsemo de tuja after they go back our first leg no or we can say work for no kra no omo amohuye omo hunye hu bia amanfo na ejiji omo dodo no ade em say lawyer agiatum say nyo omo yonko ene work for na lawyer san ka say biewu ne nyina ye abetamu a Kotoko's talisman ena omo ton no dia ma Alali Bengazi na lawyer chemu a just 2 hours after the game and omo complete negotiations eye bibia eja branch no and the ma Alali Bengazi eninti abetamu a na ekọ no na ochemu a branch na bọ no homodin nti omo bọ na baso tie the lawyer Kotoko kasamafo so ekasa efa the transfer of Abetamwa.
Let me put on record that before we left for the second leg, no agreement had been reached with the Libyan club. In fact, the agreement was reached after the match because we had wanted to extend the conversation. Unfortunately, the Libyan Federation had to close their registration yesterday. So obviously, we also had to consider the interest of the player as against that of the club. And the conversation started way back. And there were a couple of clubs as well. But when we realized that the Libyans also had to register the boy because of the deadline, which was yesterday, we had no other options than to reach a deal which will be mutually beneficial to all the parties. Because don't forget that Kotoko also needs money to run the club. There's a school of thought which believes that it's not the best transfer the player at this stage. But if you are into football in Ghana at this stage, I'm sure that you agree with us. Well, I'm not permitted to disclose the figure, but the Ghanaian standard, I think it's okay. Let me be frank with you that the only motivation left in our game today is to get opportunity to sell 1 or 2 players outside. Otherwise, a time will come that clubs will have to beg to raise funds to run the clubs because the matches are not fetching us money. Sponsors are not coming because of economic reasons. And so, who do we blame? If the opportunity comes and Kotoko has to be run, why not? If the aim is to win continental trophies, I do not think that we are there yet because of the fact that we are not well resourced to be able to match the likes of WAC and the others. Now, their fans were organized yesterday.
Hey, lawyer Safuduku, Nensem. Nah, lawyer, Esa Eka said you. Africa competition is a Kotoko. Ebo, you know, see, so much transit. No more saying who builds Africa, no. Ombeto Aswabo. Ebia next season, so Moji League, Champions League, and now so Moji FA Cup, Confederations Cup. No, say, I say, a cano, I a woman, no, Omo Bokado, and Omo said, then Yafi in film, see, do a Kafa African and so.
We have also said that the day Kotoko decides not to participate in Africa, I think that will be the end of Ghana football. But going forward, I think we have to really look at the whole situation again if you have to go to Africa. Because let me tell you, we thought that we could garner some great proceeds from the 2 matches that we played. Unfortunately, the amount of money received was no more than 250,000 cedis. And for this particular trip, we spent about $130,000. So if you have to continue to stay in Africa, then it will be a topic that all of us will have to discuss if the situation remains the same. WAC played yesterday, and I can tell you that the lowest rate was 25 euros. And you could see the numbers so thick to the extent that one would wonder whether they were real human beings. And so I'm saying that we need to organize ourselves well, together with our supporters, if they really want Kotoko to continue participating in Africa. Otherwise, with these losses, I do not think that potentially, even in football sense, it will not be right for us to maybe continue participating. But as I've said, if Kotoko decides not to play, then what will be of the other clubs? Bring the game of football in Ghana to an end.
Yes, inti lawyer Savuduku and the worker say, "Washe scare or modi shame, Ubekaya game we omo boy. It was second round in Mungwa of him so more $150,000. No worker say, oh, scare or modi shame. And the gay pieces are no more so Becacra and Amba, inti scare more pomp shame. African is all more doing who you ever bass of Baby. Young share and no game no. And Casa and Sani about other issues are. Manage no game no de na Kotoko betimi aya 5-1 defeat no
me da se mayenra game no mie na yenhwe ho ensem no abzapani no kwasem ne say there were factors a bad game ni as a factors no amwa ama results na Kotoko pen abzapani wonum enya. There were some factors in the game that did not help. And so we will take our time to go through it one after the other. Also, the decision of coach Karim Zito to make the number of changes in terms of play, sure say affected Kotoko negatively.
Okay.
Results make a Pepe say Omon Ghana and say 1 pair. It will call now changes 5. Near 5-1. There's a players now the boy in there. Somebody can see that. But on the benefit of the Amimashano, make me I can say Sasabni may not be entirely accurate. And the first factor. Sansu na konfondi gu park na so no. 87.9 Asian tactics. It's something that work baby omo nyina duru no. This is not something that
you so enjoy.
So mo ye. Ache tetimire.
But other than match officials no. And so pokra say bia nso tanje bia say mop kaka.
No, the ball was bouncing. So the ball no pimo na bounce. And so, and again, your clubs, no, you're too gentle.
And what Kotoko found it difficult. Now, our boys say, move with the baller. As what me piano do over her,
especially Pitami Duakwa. Aye, and Brami Duakwa, or Jibonana, or Chiviano, so quite as a betchibon and answer a Kojano. But your clubs are too gentle. Walk in a bar and then zoo tapa, come a critic scene. But Kotoko kept to their game and played. And no crano, it didn't affect Kotoko negatively, baby. Apart from the instance, they can ball and almost work for no, baby, almost try some of the ball, Kwaziski, a ball pass bia, Nanko, they come launch Tambikosi, or we answer in Zonache ball. There was another one, Joseph Bakasu. It was a long path from Lamirat to find Joseph Bakasu. You answer Bono, as also Apemo, Bono, and to Yanko. Na acquired the eye. Enti ensure na good park of the na nyasem papa because it wasn't raining.
Yes.
But you could see the volume of water na cause baby. Now you no more stadium on a free be any di go say after the game first half no. Omu twanso no gu Kotoko area hon kwaza.
Intina so as a Hongkwan and Nanzo.
The other side on Nanzo because now as a moon Kotoko, as a booter and Palmus and Nanakoto Empire from.
Yeah.
In terms of we are comfortable with Insuno. So the latter, the other side, never observing Nanso Ejina, Sasa Nosa. And no, I had the Bakwa Amwa. And you know, was going to lose, 5-1. Observing?
Yes, sir.
Adia Bakwa. Enra work for no SIA Mantias Asante Kotoko assistant coach. Coach Prince Yausu before the game. Ena onam park no so no okoba kujina bebia na wabom pae kakra. Okujina bebia na wabom pae kakra. Afede all of a sudden they say omo ama nkofoni bi be ye omompere ompie yehu ya ne se aye bloody. And that is also and almost no sprinkler we can all see it from umbra oboze obepeja and zanu kra akosoro. He was not sprinkling anything. And if Kotoko wanted to sprinkle something, I'm sure say time omo pie by na no mo ye warm up ne ade. Say ekura no de go out ntimi nya ne. He was just going round. Now,
all right to be on
to be there. Yeah, psychological. Yeah, of our line, so I no go down. No pigeon and son of bompire. And I will see cross. And was starting so banner fee. Almost ye or mumpere there be. And Yanasa in 2025. So this man was monitoring him. We or work officials about who didn't chisa and. He called people to and I coach and there are a lot of people that na nipa kra or mujejina ho aha no jina na opeja ne nsa kosoro opeja ne nsa no bompai.
Yes,
minim de shedin say him mo no spring card here. Let's per the videos ni kra no say ne nsa no yin say minim say oye ne nsa say na o mabiom so spring card here. He didn't sprinkle anything and then it led to work of Morocco for no say omo empanyifo ni bi if I know officials unim say na pen kramu nyina esibe mo zapanyi.
Wow.
Yes chaotic pa
me heard me akoma 87.9 FM on Facebook na be he asabna Pepe kan video ni na da ho no nti coach ahana na
yes chinche ora isi ompie no say ompie nya dan it later we
assistant coach
minim de he called the attention of people. It became chaotic na nipa bebrebe eba ebegu ho na nsa na oye ni say omo say o sprinkle bibi. But as we can all see from the video na on sprinkle he park na so etina say na pen krabu nyina na esiba e formo na
we match official na say work official or match day official na
so aha no video so onko ade no tata na say ndi onko and also on video no so onko ebe chaotic kakra we ye nyoma kakra clubs open.
Wow.
Esi say the maka no work about Ghana, they didn't experience anything like this. Bibia no person mo park no so bia no. Wa mo etumi bibia no person mo ye bia no. Wa no etumi park no so ti no. Eno back.
Yes sir.
So I was talking about the fact that during the second department of the game, and as a recess no. Wa mo saw sprinklers no pa ma.
Avisi one side.
Ebe taso pa menya pictures of that.
Okay.
Any how ana park no. Eso ye ya pass ball kra na enko no ho pictures na kabiru e de ba page no so e de amana fe ye wuram aye de ese ye busa panyi.
Yes sir.
Kotoko line up on the ball game na me ni problem bia wo ho.
Okay.
Kotoko line up nya nti no mu lusu game no 5-1
changes be 5 changes na ba mu nyina na we okay
na nya nti because goalkeeper me say omo ta ka se Kamara ntranche ma Aziz meda no I am sure said that call inde enra men ka say Aziz a bad goalkeeper
me game no bia na wosoro man
enunti na wo ka sa asem na me ka to say enkofo gangi apokroma including supporters list e ka tre Karim Zito say omuduru abi ekuta amomfa na o ka jom say wo be coach atwen wo be coach na wo di goalkeeper atum. How can a coach or the goalkeeper akwa Africa watch the penalty sama no say
akwaji throw
ya she tre wa njire nu ntie no anu me mfa na bu.
Wow, picture me.
Where your time on the ensure park no you work for na kick ball na buzapanyi ensure di ball na chino no ensure pa di ball na chino.
The game was played at night.
Yes.
And then And you should neto.
Debbie, it didn't rain at the stadium.
Wow.
It was water sprinklers and almost so in almost so siswa. Omuye na okay kiboa. It said a Tiana Kabiru is an image, you know.
Wow.
At the mine. So you see that image and the when it is like this, too bad. And work. Monsieur Bobo no Sakura Park as on Mesha Kotoko Debia. See a bonus Sakura Park as well, Aquarius. Your boy, you could not see a boy, you could my grass and onions almost. So it doesn't, these things are not important. Yes, our water park so that passing could be easy. But water they different from Zoma, they have 4 chaka and we almost said that's a yena are disadvantageous to Asante Kotoko. But again, it is not a reason Kotoko were kicked out. It's the player Kotoko starting lineup now. Samba played very well in the middle. Kojo said, for me, about the best game in Asante Kotoko Jesse. For the first time, I saw what Morfin Dozo beat my ear. Morfin Dozo in the game. He was very active. One player born went to me a movie. None one can cry about someone. I said every day free.
No protecting a 904.
And now one comes up and I'm protected.
Behind you. And your game names is uncle Manable.
Obianzo. Obianio, but
once I know, I'm said that junior team striker.
Yeah.
I carry. Na yesen ko man be tasty bi no at least we tasty am.
So am fana anko bi kura.
Wa anko mbo.
Debi wan kan team no mo kono.
Wow.
Eti na abetamo a enye too active but na Morfin running up and down. I'm surprised about jump. No question we me say penalty na ref no GT Asante Kotoko na konkonza penalty e no GT Kotoko. Asante Kotoko ebo about 3 minutes, 5 minutes of pressure. Emma ref no ball whistle so ajefa obi na unexisting.
Sir, whistle na message ref no make him what dey.
Very
just whistled to stop the game
because the pressure na Kotoko amount at that time.
So no need too much.
Na Kotoko betumi ayi. But ref no e ball whistle say was stop game no JBB so mo ball bi mfa free o. E no ball no e free o. At that time na pressure na Kotoko e pile no mo mount the panyina no
there. The Kotoko could have gone to one apple.
Omo bona ball bi na kokona no wetu ba no obi apem na Kotoko e bossa the pressure is omo so a. But ref no e save na me catch you say yes omo are better than us. But again in terms of officiating and everything I sound so called Edma North African opposition, you know. And in the end, every time BR only Mububiano, those are factors of the a call Edmo. My infant to ya, Asante Kotoko goalkeeper no dem and rano. 5 goals, you know, a Mubami and Sas and 9 8 goals are as a goalkeeper, a bono more than a change your hair. The penny, you pass a bono 12 seconds, and now on being shot, a boy will be in OJ.
How rock or make he save be.
Etiboni pie na coin. Ball cross. No. What you are expecting your goalkeeper to do is to come out.
Yeah.
Claim the ball, go down. No what dasoka clear the ball na ye e ball bo said ye bema otu kwan no abavi no afa no baba bono bono.
And that yes cross was in the 6-yard box.
6-yard box. He came directly at him. And one ma Hanori.
Yeah, as is there
Hanori didn't see a pen bono a 2 ma. First goal a buy. The reaction of Kotoko after conceding the first goal, a super reaction was happening.
Yeah.
Because ordinarily we are thinking, hey, now Masha one is 33 seconds here. While we have by the time about 10 minutes, go for lead 5-0. A 10-year be a young coach actually, but Kotoko kept to their game plan. Nothing changed.
Yes.
And no more ball na because that corner kick. Was a corner by the other end, and no 2 year.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper could not deal with it very well. Benabib, also a mistake pa. He came out alone. Because go players no grand challenge, you know. But when Timan dealing on this, our ball so the corner. Yeah. Then the corner from this side and Samba connection with the penny. Jai. Quite Samba faso and the power no bone no.
Ronaldo Muna Pim's ball.
Power power was Samba ball no pimium. Then Kotoko 1-1. Game on. Of course, and I want to retreat here. Kotoko started say, game I think the referee came to their rescue on that particular occasion. So how is it not boy? It had nothing to do with the game. Maybe BNC yeah. As a referee, the next year is a referee. Match is go for her. No matter can mame more whistle no ball whistle. Then 2-1, and another mistake from the goalkeeper.
A back pass.
Now that pass was given to him. There was a lot of distance for him. Now, work players were not running at him, but rather they were running to close in the spaces. To where Bako running echo, but be a passing ball coin and one and a player and run echo.
Yes.
Sometimes goalkeepers back at us say it is better than Kabon or Boko Troina. Nanke better. Saziz done any bobon or corner kicks out there. Then watch the answer on Bicobono. No better my boys.
Yeah.
But Aziz echo with the option say or pass a bono at the ama Kotoko centre back.
When wouldn't pass, I would nip and free.
That pass was very bad. It work for no edgy and the other things that our coaches do not do and our players do not do, and they say, baby, I born a a lot of Ghanaian players will still shoot at goal or cross into the vital area. But you just have to lift your head. And again, work players so intelligently.
No more experience.
Lost I said that
yeah.
So that's a born titoma. Ebe obet ma bobo na
she. Free words yo.
And or the bono at the tour at Nema very beautiful na Oma Science so atiki lead ni biem. At that time still Kotoko were not completely out because they played with their hearts out. I saw determination from the Kotoko players. Omo boy pa.
Yeah.
But game no call first half now. Omo ba second half no. And referee no ebeje sa penalty. Again, I disagree with the referee. Omo say contact yes.
Goalkeeper na che dodo.
See, yes or che but opie ba no. Abrante no ball no so wie no ba. It he the goalkeeper saw that akwana ball na say ndada. And o yi nsa. And a player no said that kwan nine. And the goalkeeper no. That touch again was minimal and again enye influential in his fall. On no top from no na be kan keeper.
And no lose ball no so
eko goal kick em mapo. And a referee eje penalty at the moment and
ho na bambo no.
Abrante no ebo penanka no papa penanka.
Wow.
And we say why lucky pa say nye eyina na dapo camera ne na no wa ko da from no ko be bodangweshi unim dangweshi.
Oh there's a penalty is that dangweshi yeah.
Dia na mo friends is aki dia so ne fe ya bodangwe etiwe go be bod dangweshi pa ya baby aka bod be fa eti this is where Kotoko players na bambu ya
afi dey say
3-1 buy no afi na bambu because now Kotoko would have to win 4-3 to have any hopes of qualifying. So eno ebu mabam and the fourth
penalty
the fourth goal of still goalkeeper no ball no a blood done and he say because yes your boy atron but goalkeeper and son of the prayer ball is yana bona koshe the fifth goal from the other side also a branch of flick kwachiri
to be and yes ah
you know sa go na yeah niyam she say boy is what to and now quite difficult at the Asante. So eventually Kotoko
because why disappoint
Elusu game no by 5-1.
Yes sir.
Na enye the resource I said but na Kotoko be free. But na 5-1 no enye resource I said by giving them combination of factors.
On Thursday bisa question bisa Kotoko going for a decent defeat. And now monko biem gidigidi ye ko bodo monko di omani.
Decent defeat no na be going for the ebe ba no na obenya.
Say at least nka wo ko close.
No, if they had defended nka results no be ebe chen we kra. But me say combination of factors referee no kan obi.
Okay, picture that make.
Referee no o kan obi. And goalkeeper Aziz Aruna so e disappointed. Me person me pick on him because he's a very good goalkeeper. Yeah. But on the days, I mean, analysis of the game, I catch say he disappointed greatly, and also account affected Kotoko. They were always going to lose. I sat here and told you that Kotoko need chance. And we catch him say, "I've one was on team beam papa the beer them but now they are Kotoko be lose game no. But 5-1 there, I'm sure. Factors yama boss yi enka ho a e bia nkam topanyi enkoye embarrassing defeats and for Asante Kotoko. Lessons in learned because the you between Abo Africa ni bi no keeping a consistent team. When Kotoko sells their top player immediately after exiting the competition, there's no hope in sight. No hope in sight. Inti nya dia ni da so bia obiapanyi me say has age Champions League no mu Misconduct baranzo
yes
man ko fon confuse mo na nim say satan has ko bobo a alaji we fa kakra bra na alaji has nyame fa the crazy no de biaba TT brothers de biaba millennium chairman Hariza ko ni no obi kakra na has de akora has kadai has for ko obiapanyi no music kadai say na has $20 million a bank and to one na has satan kana e don nim say san ko for nyom Philip peeved say to gba fa de odin sika be shey mu no ono ne de ende ya fan so de atoshes na ye spend ye sika ma has gg din no ye de ende na donation ye de che so na has in this can just balance de na has won say no Ismail Ado waji Goalkeeping and sa Ghana ha ye ntonin ko ba bia no Chastela no satam ne nka assist but assist no aye no na in the history of Ghana football player bia nya bi
entertainment pa
ne wo bena Dombote bo free kick said ye broni de bo ato bo free kick ase na Dombote Chastela Ismail Ado aji Goalkeeping abo Mogara 3 players of Asafok omo tie aji Goalkeeping ebo has awo Emmanuel Ajogu has wo Osmanu Amadu has awo Emmanuel Sekufo experienced player wa bo free dwarfs e dey PM e wa Asafok
6 years
Asafok had Samia J. At that time, no, one of the best goalkeepers on the African continent, not just in Ghana, on the African continent. No, Jacob Neti. Now, has a folk, Joan Sanum, no, Amankwamri Kunum. Has a folk had a team because they had kept them together for a very long time. Not because now has Wiska. Kotoko ever cup winners cup final in 2002. It wasn't because Nakos Wiska. It was because Mr. Herbert Mensah had declared, say, oh, yeah, 5-year rebuilding.
Yeah.
Out of that 5-year rebuilding, one player pen exit you know. That was Lawrence Ajay. Labi pen a free team numkoye. It's about keeping a team together, Japan. And yes, can you hear me in Moda? Now teams no motivation Champions League over Madrid money. Some money is got Madrid mo. But there were some teams that me about Champions League. It is not because of who is catching Madrid in India. When you keep a team together consistently, you keep the best. And none of my mouth line up you are. Papa be friend was Pepe Suarez wate. Ya from my office. Wow. So ko team we fell on the post one answer down like the post. Right back Christopher Nakainete. Left back Moro Ibrahim. Samba ne Gani Ubo 4 and 5. O number 6 Yagadas. O number 8 Kwambo Zukonti. For Richmond Lante 10. Wow. Right side of attack Anya Abetamwa. Left side of the attack Anya Mukwala. Na central striker Anya Mbela. O say work team we who chance team no. Na carry argument ya me kon wa 2023. Who argument of the penny time say me bia kwa bi ko fa bi by that some wajan jina na so say Balotelli a better striker than some o dwane free ba bia o ko fa topic ne ba. Satan na some wajan wo ka no. Ye wie ya na o de ne bo ekwaje ball no say. E ball no say US yeah UF in 2010. O ba ka tell say Balotelli a better striker than him. You can't say that. But any man in you abuja panya but someone say oh the brightest porter yam build the team around him abete ko cry before the game samba ndongani matesa samba beko matesa pitamidu akwa ebeko matesa kamara beko matesa bi ablo beko e de ne ball na we so be sa ko tobi e de aba abetamu no free division 1 kwa bibre no ball second round ma Olympics last season in the first full season in the Ghana Premier League
mo call relegation.
Yes, Olympics call relegation. No about half season. Okay. And about full season. Abetam what the emphasis ko bo we so when 2 years. 2 seasons in the Ghana Premier League. That player is sold out.
Last time we say the aka no so beton players.
That's the harsh reality. Mo ye ball na so mo catch no and say Safudu ku catch there. And so mo Congress and appeja say ma anka. O ka mo pamo because I need Congress you know so. And so mo catch mo say ball no dey na Ghana no. The ya ne say utumi enya ba ko bi no peja na turn one na nim ka Kotoko ye na na pinkratima e kanu anse wo turn abetamu $300,000 yi na bia ka chairman Kotoko am no
yes
e bia ka chairman e de ne baba akokwa brochiri it is ana ye ball na chebu japanyi ti say de nkofo ye ball intending to win laurels from football ye de nya sa biem but sasa ne sasa ba media for no o dia bu japanyi dia na say o ye fa sa de no media na say me ye fa ho
lawyer Asante can say Kotoko reconsider playing in Africa.
Now some no say Ghanaian teams never go Africa we must reconsider and that is a truism. Nen some na dos nanka say nyaso bobo man ke fan about a complete truism of Japan. And to sikana go stars Kotoko no FSA go stars eco boss abo no Africa ma just kabili je o
2 games.
Efe Ever say Gold Star suspended says he can say Omoko Kobo Cup Champions League coaches and Guatemala ever. Truth of the matter is saying Gomoko. Asante Kotoko kwara mombe show musa Kotoko work no mombe show Kotoko sa ever the work I saw Kotoko 6-1 on aggregate.
Ghanaian clubs in Intimania won't.
The umbe to my match we say
some time ago Africa near Bobby Powell.
I was a penny I just told you the entire Bobby no.
Wow.
The entire Bobby say me katama ni say asa Kotoko team na penny o mo work ball final. Obi o hwe ball that time be anim say Kotoko osai boy the post Aziz and say 2 go for your boy 3 5-3 Passine Joandres na Isaac Osu ninja eti omachi abroad ni Kotoko ekofa na that time look Kotoko ekofa Joe Sam captain of Dwarfs Eba Kroma Okofa Hamza Muhammad captain of RTU no captain Ghana Nigerian Intina under 20 World Cup. Now Hamza a captain Ghana.
Joe Louis Steve
Rodro near Joe Louis and India near Sheila Alasan ye. Now got our Kambu Coffee Smoke Roma.
Wow.
How many years have you on board together? Check a time now. Have a deal mobile boy ama. And then another bunch of hine. Ever be taking over. And Sadia Nakot was say, one more Ebayano. Ever be see Super Japan. Omu winnie side game no. Winnie. Season na Herbert Kaza ne rebuilding na eba so aba no. Sa season na be penyi. Eso aba Kotoko Edge League no. They had played together for about 4-5 years. Had to put team together. They had played for about 6 years together.
Yes.
It is what will help us. Check it. How's the team now? Ebe sia Kotoko finals of the Confederations Cup.
Look at how much we pay our players. Just a while ago now can't better more. Ebia bosom will bet me $8,000. Close to 1 billion.
Yeah.
Chrome, however, then what convince player be say avoid that stay here. Na bosom is one. Ebi aye mau 8,000 Ghana.
Untimi convince player. Until as afudu kusi asi reconsider si enko say scan. Se ya na me dwene ne dia wodwene. Se sa na mo me bo no dwena. Enwo nya so beko. Because ye nyina nim se bujepanyi wo kwa. Enko say aja so bo mpai no hia se million for melody kankan. No abeshi obi o Guinea no akoshi obi o Benin no akoshi saa bi na na mu ba se woni abere se onim se saa season no dreams Asia North African opposition elusu o be wini wa but Oshia North African opposition ewo baby e boyi obi free mama free actually if they had met Zamalek ewo the qualifying stages na be say ko me free e ko ba nuru baby omudu ye no that is the harsh reality omo ye ball no aban ministry say nyina ye fa say ya abujapanyi na no president Mahama Kotoko for call say I was no na Kotoko e mo eso ma team way from Egypt yes Kotoko say we yes Kotoko say no nije enei Kotoko ntimi say obi from Egypt bi because mine si kari nyina ya soa ne dia kwese blasters primu and man no bo blasters mo nya training ground so that's the harsh reality as soon as afudu kukai so gina nchaya why because say on disrespect obi say ya ne be born say u player and abetamwa first unti asem wo de wo nyini wo kroma ese cause company for so office na player bi ni no fa mo aba no mo kura snap say yes ye offer ase na nya team wa wo so ma no nko no we start no obi esu no obi bodua say ne pese ye bo abujabanyi debi obi entimi enko yehwe e wo Africa. We need to have a way that we can maintain the players kaiti na no and a standardized player contract. And I know I'm going to say, young player be at least 1,000 Ghana. We need proposal from Penny from Mobile Joseph. Say, I could say, you player 10 million, 1,000 Ghana. We.
You're betting come away, but Pepe